Okay, hello. Hi, everybody. Welcome to VR Master League. We're here in week 7 of season 2, rolling on into the season, latter half of it. Here for this first match of the week. First stream match at the very least. I'm Palidore, being joined by Palidore and Palidore, and by the Twitch chat. What's up? Good to see you guys in here. We have at least a couple matches for you tonight. One here starting any minute now. Another one starting in about an hour. We'll have Project Mayhem facing off against Instinct. But first here, it's High Voltage versus Frostbyte. And this should be an interesting match. We saw High Voltage just the other day, looking extremely impressive over in Oculus venues. So by other day, I mean yesterday. So they had a successful showing there in Oculus venues with the 25-13 overall score. Just a 2-rounder versus calculated. Meanwhile, for Frostbyte, we just saw them yesterday as well. And Sunday. So that makes 3 days, or Saturday. So it makes 3 days in a row. We've actually seen Frostbyte here. And yesterday's match, fantastic one between Frostbyte and Synapse there. For those who saw that match last of the week. So there you go. Frostbyte kind of ending week 6 and opening week 7 here, but for a good reason. Yesterday, that match between Synapse and them was amazing. Went to 3 rounds. We had OT in there right at the end. Pretty phenomenal showing from both these teams across the weekend. So looking forward to that here. But looks like these teams are just about ready to go. So on high voltage, we have Crosscheck 42. We have Lulz are the best, Sonic, Roland, and Fire Ninja. For the side of Frostbyte on blue, we have Chrome Platypus, Grump, Mozzie, and Huzzah. Now over to the Twitch chat. See a lot of people piling in already. Got John Tejada Huda Hoda. And we got Phoenix, Hi Tony, Ooga Booga, and Newton, as well as Little Pump Fan, and Ender Chicken, as well as the Only Matt, Wolverine, Phoenix, Kitty Stub, Mr. Cuckoo Head, and I think we're ready to go. All right, so H2 Whoa, hello, as we go to the first round. Ready to begin. What's going on, Gator? I thought it said Pally Calculator. I was gonna say, you do not know me then, because I'm horrible at math. Over here, though, very good on the shots. Immediately starting off, Huzzah from Mozzie. And that was easy from the 2 teammates with the 5Zs. Yeah, only 10 seconds in, so already on the scoreboard. Now Frostbyte up by 2. High voltage on the Joust advantage. Again, high voltage for those who watched the Oculus Venues event yesterday. They were looking really good. The passing was absolutely impeccable. Now the Steez was absolutely palpable. So they had a lot of things going for them. And if they do show up here today, they could definitely impress, I do believe. We'll be facing, of course, this Master Tier team in Frostbyte. High voltage over in the Diamond Division. And trying to find Grump, but instead it will be Sonic here, getting the disc and getting a partial clear that will sail back to Fire Ninja. Now, Fire Ninja was absolutely hot yesterday with the shots on the offense. I mean, had a bunch of them, including a bunch of no-look kind of behind-the-back shots that had a lot of success, too. Now, for Chrome Platypus here, getting the clear. And from Frostbyte, what we saw yesterday, again, was Supreme Match, as that one just rolls off the bottom of the post. But again, that overtime match, it was very defensive at times, very exciting. Mozzie here looking for Grump, and Grump gets it through right before the lumps on the punches. So 4 points for Frostbyte, starting off round 1. Tony saying nice pass, and see Addison Mays as well. Welcome to it. And Monster Man. Do you ever do the Monster Mash on occasion? That's my question. But all right, so cross-check here going to Sonic, but unable to find Sonic. Bit too fast, I guess, a bit too Sonic on the pass. Now that was going to be grabbed nicely from Chrome Platypus up here on that side panel, side wall. And now waiting for the boost to kind of arrive into the front line, the mid line, and just make themselves available for those passing attempts. That said, there it is. Right into it, Mozzie to Grump this time. Another assist, though, from Mozzie. And another goal, 2 in a row for Grump. Seal asking his subtle bait on cams. Nope, just me. Just me. You can actually see there, a lot of people do miss it, so maybe I just need to like make it big flashing lights or something. But on the bottom of the replay window, it does actually show the casters, provided that we're on top of it and actually change it between rounds. But yeah, when that replay window comes up, it does show who's casting and camming usually. Maybe. It did move. It used to be actually by the bottom left corner where the watermark is, but now in a more visible place, or so I thought. But yeah, Subtlety not here today, but not so subtly on the passing play. Mozzie going to Chrome. And yet again, that's Mozzie now with, I think, 3 assists 4 assists make that. So every one of these goals being aided greatly from Mozzie. And yeah, doing very, very well. Of course, shout out to Sealable Bag for the extension there on Twitch, the Stream Buddy, able to hover over your video player just as Mozzie hovers for that goal. It's 11 points. But yeah, if you're watching live on Twitch and you hover over that video player, for those who may have not caught on yet, you can indeed see the stats of the game if you kind of hover over the different names and the teams and such. So, credit to Sealable Bag for that one. Monster Man saying, hey, Palidore. It's a hamburger. Hamburger! Thanks for the signature. Not a problem. It is my pleasure. Although it is a bit weird. Not on your part, more so on mine, but yeah, happy to do it. Over here, it's Mozzie going for the passing play. Look at that. Again. So Mozzie going for the assist record. I think maybe heard yesterday. There was, I forgot which game it was now. There was a player who got 8 or 9 assists. I think yesterday it was, maybe the day before. I don't recall ever seeing a double-digit assist game. That said, Mozzie is in contention to make that happen, so it could be looking at a stream record, at least as far as I know, as Fire Ninja rolls up the floor, gets stunned by Chrome. So thus far, the defense really stifling hard for Frostbyte, just doing a great job, and they're translating it to some impeccable offense. The execution has just been right on point. That grab is right on point, and in fact, speaking of points, there's 2 of them from Huzzah. Somehow wasn't assisted by Mozzie. How'd that happen? Huh. Feel like something's wrong there. Nonetheless. Fun fact, by the way, on that signature, if you do look at it close, it says both my real name and my screen name. Reads as Julian and Palidore. Right there, though, that shot right through the door, finding the open lane, and that's 18 for Frostbyte. High Voltage, meanwhile, just being frostbitten. They're ice cold. Monster saying you guys found the Tic Tac. Uh-oh. Well, do enjoy that. Fire Ninja here trying to roll over on that pass, the launch. Couldn't find anything. Sonic is in the area. Lulz is in the area. That slap was right in the area of the bubble, but just ricocheted out of a couple bounces. Chrome Platypus taking it here from down below has 3 different cutters, essentially, and that's going to be the 20.
Good round, guys.
And really fast on that victory there from Frostbyte. Just executing with perfection, just about. And yeah, that is 20 points there on that Mercy. And you might have heard it there in the open comms too. Looks like we'll have the up to 5 minutes potentially time out of sorts, which is allowed between rounds, not a problem. Doesn't take away from tech timeouts or anything like that. Now that said, off to the score screen. And let's see what we got. All right, so for the side of Frostbyte, it was Mozzie, 3 points, 5 assists, and 4 stuns. So needs to match that for the next game. Mozzie wants to maybe make some history, maybe. Not guaranteeing it actually is, but as far as I recall, usually I pay good attention to assists especially, and I don't recall seeing a double-digit assist game before. I've seen a few double-digit save games, but yeah, for those who might have seen on the pre-show scenes, highest scoring match was from Ender of Instinct, who we will see a little bit later tonight. Had those 42 points way back in November or December last year. But yeah, for Huzzah here was 4 points, 7 stuns, 6 points for Grump and 2 stuns, 7 points for Chrome and 2 assists, and then for the side of High Voltage, just held really scoreless, nothing but stuns, unfortunately, so kind of appropriate to the name. Just kind of being stunned by Frostbyte here. But as we know, things can always change on a dime, anytime. But that said, as we do see Princess in the chat, hello to Princess, and our other mods as well. Always got to give those shout-outs because they do some great work. So Princess and Gilligan there, Nada, Wit, Alicos, Sneaky, Dano McFabulous, Echo Zero, all of the above, lot of love. Of course, our sponsors and ProTube VR, VR Cover, VR Wear, Rebuff Reality, Fixed Gaming. All of them giving the support to the community. It's always appreciated. Now, you know who we're not sponsored by? Sponsored by my, well, non-sponsored, but favorite carbonated beverage of choice. Listen to this one. Yeah. One day. Just gotta start a tweet campaign or something. Fun fact, Dr. Pepper is the favorite drink of Mr. Grump over here, Grumpiest Broom. And it's also the favorite drink of mine. But if there's a sponsorship ever on the table, he can't have it. It's all mine. Tony's saying, sponsored by, well, no, I don't think that's accurate. But shout out to the Tony Time podcast. Not sponsored, but I'll shout you out. Now, if you want to sponsor me via Dr. Pepper, then we could be talking here. Nonetheless, yeah, the Tony Time podcast. When is that? I can put it over there on the ticker down low. You can see, put down Dimwee's podcast and put down Sputnik's as well, the Echo and the Stack, respectively. Yeah, happy to put general community information in there in the ticker and what have you week to week. So, if you guys got some stuff you want plugged, as long as it's semi-related to Echo and within the community and stuff, I'm happy to put that there. Same thing with any video content, stuff like that. You see those videos we sometimes play on streams in the pre-shows and the intermissions and what have you. And yeah, as long as the music is royalty-free, or if you use something from the Fixed Gaming library, we're happy to play that for you on stream and for the viewers there throughout the week. Stealable Bag saying, what about your podcast? What's your podcast name there, though? That's the question. I didn't know you had a podcast. I will shout out Sealable Stream, of course. Go visit twitch.tv/sealablebag for all the entertainment and all the Gopnik goodness. But mostly Tarkov, yeah? Gopniks and Tricks. We go over Echo plays, I think. Is that an official thing? I know you guys do VOD reviews, you and Strem and such, after your matches sometimes. So is that an actual thing? Because if so, I can definitely include that in the ticker as well. But, alright, that said, we got ourselves the second round rather, and I should say the fourth player coming back, but it's a little bit of a new one. That is to say, Newton, or Newt, as the case may be. So, interesting situation here out of nowhere, and going in from the Twitch chat right into the arena. How about that? The beauty of VR and the interwebs. It's almost magic. That said, looking for good passing plays again. I mean, it's been working not just like magic, just more like a well-oiled machine here for Frostbyte. Starting off the second round, hoping for much of the same that we saw earlier on. That will be slung off to Newt there, and Newt's having it intercepted by Grump. Look at Grump climbing the ladder and going for the shot, but instead just breaking off the backboard there. And back to Mozzie's mitts. And Huzzah here with a disc, trying to just play it slowly, get it back up high there to Mozzie. Now Mozzie may be going for the 6th assist, but no, it's going to be denied by Lulz of the Best. Crawling out of there and getting into the midfield at the very least, but immediately on the stack was Mozzie, and Mozzie having it stolen away from Newt. So Newt with that disc and coming in all of a sudden, trying to flood the goal, but unfortunately just getting stunned instead. All right, so over there to Lulz. Lulz of the Best. Up high to the wedge, going to be grabbed by Mozzie. Mozzie slinging it through, and the 3 players now, 2 in fact, just boosting up together, chaining some nice regrabs there, but a need to find a quick pass, now contested very well by Chrome Platypus, once and twice. Chrome doing some work, but Fire Ninja, the pretty nice stun actually. Nonetheless, the secondary stack always going to be damaging, getting that disc back there for Frostbyte. Frostbyte getting frostbitten by Fire Ninja, so melting them, but trying to work in some goals for the first time in the last, 12 minutes plus now. They're really wanting to get on the board here. It's been a tough going of things. Now that said, Fire Ninja being stunned out and acquiring the disc and the 2-point shot after 2 minutes of play in this second round. It's Grump. Seeable earlier said, nope, I was memeing about the podcast. Of course you were. John Tejada saying, making your debut this weekend. What, your debut podcast or match? I've seen you play before, so surely can't be your debut unless it's on a new roster or something. So many changes lately, so it's hard for me to keep up with so many players in the league, and all these changes happen in the mid to late season. That said, Fire Ninja here looking for Sonic, dishing it off to the side, but cut off beautifully there by Huzzah, just staying with the offense all the way through. Playing some good D, but up high and the great pass, and just can't get it past anyone. Sonic getting stunned yet again here. That aggressiveness is just causing all kinds of problems for High Voltage. They don't really have an answer. There's Chrome again with another stun and a delivery potentially as it just bounces off the bottom of the barrier there, but should still get back the self-pass of sorts now. Mozzie from the top, but will not drop. It's going to be stolen from Fire Ninja, going to the midfield now. Taken in the left tunnel here, right back by Frostbyte. Frostbyte going to the bubble, and taking it once more is Fire Ninja. So a lot of back and forth play, but not really getting to the other side of the floor for the moment.
Ow, my noggin.
Ow, his noggin. And now mine. All right, gonna take it and gonna make it. Nope, getting stunned. So Mozzie losing the disc out. Huzzah just the same. Those are the best, doing some nice job on the brawl duties. That said, Grump, the midfield cleanup and taking it back for the pass down to the ramp, the trench area. There's Chrome from the floor and trying to floor it for a goal. Couldn't find it. Instead, the ceiling. Trying to get that one as well, but some boosts coming out actually from Chrome Platypus, and Chrome yet again showing the defensive propensity there, just causing all kinds of chaos. But Grump now as well. We know how good he is at the brawls. We know how good they are on the passes, the assists. And that's 4 points for Frostbyte. Now that being said, a lot lower scoring thus far. We'll see if this maintains, but 4 minutes in, and after a 20-point output there for Frostbyte in round 1, much slower to start here in round 2, and High Voltage trying to build something off of that. You know, they definitely want to take advantage of the fact that they're still in this game, well in this game for that matter. Interlock Studios saying, what team was I on? Eclipse back in the day. It's been quite a while. But we did okay a year or two ago. Now that said, over here on the orange bubble, it's going to be sent out by Fire Ninja again, but you know, they just can't find a way. Can't fight fire with fire at the moment, it seems like. It's just a lot of Frostbyte getting that disc back over and over. So Chrome Platypus with a disc, and Chrome needing to evade, but Fire taking it away right through the midfield again, this time to much more success. No one there to get it. That said, there's a stack. There's a second stack, in fact, for Frostbyte, all getting back at the same time. And that's going to go to the left lane here as Chrome Platypus, open goal, couldn't quite convert. That's going to bounce right off the barrier into his own hands again. So some more self-rebounds, and up there, a dive from Fire Ninja once more, and that's clear on through again. But every time you can see that stack is just so quick. So, you know, playing some, defense here and trying to get that disc back, but ultimately not able to stop the speed and the stampede from Frostbyte and co. And now it's going to be a Frostbyte goal. Chrome Platypus to Grump. And 6 points here for Frostbyte. Still holding him to a nice, much nicer output. I mean, that is to say for Frostbyte, not scoring with the same speed or ferocity, but I mean, 16 minutes in, still yet to be able to get back here onto the score sheet. Now, that said, huzzah! Ooh, that was slick, and that is 9 points on that 3-point stick for Frostbyte. Huzzah now, showing the good precision. Steel Skydiver, yeah, it was a mercy indeed in round 1. Can't say I expected that necessarily, based off how well High Voltage played yesterday. Now, of course, Frostbyte is the advantage team in terms of connoisseurs and in terms of rank and such. It was surely going to be a difficult game for High Voltage, but I wasn't sure if I was going to expect, a shutout potentially, but that looks like that's what's unfolding here. Definitely a big test for High Voltage, who just had a fantastic season, and season over season, month over month, really, they've just been continually improving and impressing. But right now, Frostbyte is impressing their force onto High Voltage's end, and 11 points now. So double-digit lead It's taking him a lot longer, but nonetheless, we're heading in that direction again. Minimum wage Matt saying a little earlier on, those cross passes in the bubble are deadly, absolutely. And the best teams across the league definitely take advantage of those to absolution. You'll see so frequently at that master tier especially, just cross, 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 and all the goals in the world because of them. Now over to the blue end, it's going to be a stun from Fire Ninja, so looking for their first point still. Can they get it through? No, could not get rid of that on that windup, not fast enough. So that's going to be directly into the other side of the floor, but getting a nice and speedy stack there this time was High Voltage, getting back there with plenty of time, and now they just got to be careful with that disc, take care of it, recognize the fact that they're positioned out here, still on all their sides, so they should have avenues to pass to. And shouldn't have to force a rough clear. But that said, just a missed pass there. Still will get back to them, but time now winding down, under 2 minutes to spare, as Lowe's with the best gets that on in. And now taken by Sonic Roland on the other side, down to Newt at the midfield. And that's going to be an immediately clear after the stun. Bouncing once, and the punch attempts from Sonic Roland. Now 90 seconds remaining just about, as that pass goes to Chrome with some good precision. And Chrome now working it in from the tunnel, looking up high to that nice pass. Skying for it is Grump. Grump immediately on that cross. Oh, but getting the recovery, the delivery. That is 13 from Grump. Baker's dozen, and Grump is cooking. Or bacon. Sounds delicious. Seal also earlier saying, bring Eclipse back. It still exists. It's on the website. And you never know, that roster could get filled at some point. Maybe just as much as these shots are getting filled from Mozzie and the crew. That's 16 for Frostbyte now. And as we get later and later into this end of this round, under the series, Frostbyte now attempting to just make a complete shutout out of it, which is just, yeah, very, very impressive on their end. No, you never know. See, I'm not allowed to play right now as a league governing mod, that is. The reason governing mods exist was so that we could have player mods. But that said, we'll see. One day, you never know. Never know. That said, Mozzie with a disc there, going to not miss whatsoever. That's 19 points. Now, they are going to avoid the Mercy situation. And you can hear there cheering on that fact, but that is indeed a mighty strong effort from Frostbyte here to begin the week, and definitely happy to get that through, considering yesterday's tough loss there. What was a very contested one versus Synapse. So with that said, Frostbyte here, the perfect game essentially. I mean, shutting it out and just holding strong. It was you can see led by the 14 points from Grump, 9 for Chrome, 7 for Huzzah, and 9 for Mozzie. Assist-wise, Mozzie had those 5 assists, but all in that first round, so kind of slowed down after a little while, and the other teammates started getting the passing game in. 4 for Chrome and 2 for Huzzah there. And then Grump with 3 saves and 11 stuns. Over on the side of High Voltage, just not a lot going, unfortunately. Every one of the players here from this second round got the 1 save and a couple steals and stuns in there, but otherwise very much shut out by the dominant force that is Frostbyte. But yeah. Ty-Ups, answer your question. There's a lot of chat. I try. Can't. Got to balance it. People get mad at me too if I don't cast the game. I'm being torn to pieces here. What was your question anyway? How's your disco spider? That was the question. I don't know how to respond to that. I'm doing muy bien, amigo. Gracias. That's about all I know. Let's see. Also, yeah, reference to the old ticker talkers. For those wondering, Seeable saying cross passing sounds boring. Yeah, who does that? Surely not King. And yeah, tough matchup. Says Thunder. Hi, Tony. Is that some tampering? Mozzie padding stats, says Tony. When he's not, he joins my team. I'm not sure I understand, but it sounds like tampering, so that's a fine. See, Newton Dad in there as well. stopping in and watching Newt playing kind of a last second there in the second round, subbing in out of nowhere, but having an effective match nonetheless. Grumpy saying thanks for the casting. You're welcome. I'll have a sip of the Dr. Pepper in your honor. And then Interlock Studios saying you do great at casting, and you can take breaks if you want. We won't get mad. I appreciate that. Sometimes I need breaks. I mean, I've definitely, over the past week, there's been some games I've had to be a little bit more muted than usual. But, you know, they don't call me Old Iron Lungador for nothing. Everyone calls me that. Also not. But yeah, I'll manage the old voice load as needed. But all in all, you know, I'm happy to cast and do it as often as I possibly can. H2O, proud Pally simp. Oh dear. Well, thanks for the appreciation. But yes, so on that note, we do have another match in about half an hour. It's going to be Project Mayhem versus Instinct. That's right, and they'll be here on Channel 1. So Project Mayhem, we saw them on stream first debuting in that exhibition match versus Wireless Jacks 2 Sundays ago on Innocuous Venues and having some good success there. And then we also saw Project Mayhem last week on stream in their debut versus Ice, and they won that one out in a 3-round series. Pretty entertaining there. So looking forward to Project Mayhem. They do have that roster of The Law, Beloved, Palace, and Vanzi. So that's going to be in half an hour. You guys should definitely stay tuned. Let's see. Why Dr. Pepper, says Kitty Stub. Why not? It is the best. It is 23 flavors of just excellence, deliciousness, perfection. It is sweet, sweet ambrosia, and I will not be told otherwise. And Mr. Kirchow there saying it's Duke Tryhard. Well, hello, welcome, welcome. Duke of Hazard. Of Tryhard. There you go. See, I have already shouted out Grumpy earlier on the stream. Mentioned he loves the old Pepperidge Farm remembers. I don't know. But yeah, it's great. And on that note, I should probably quit focusing so hard on Dr. Pepper. It's not as if they sponsor us or me yet. Yet. One day. Then I'll die happy. But anyway. All right, until 30 minutes from now, I've been Palidore. This has been VRML Week 7, and we're going to go and get going again with Project Mayhem and Instinct in 30 minutes, so do join for that. But until then, be happy, healthy, safe, and good to each other and all that good stuff. And I'll see you again super duper soon. Dr. Pibb! No!